That wall of black behind him could rip the roof off a house before he finishes this sentence. Right now, one question matters. Can a normal person actually outrun an EF5 tornado? Inside that funnel, wind speeds can pass 200 miles an hour. That's what makes it an EF5, the strongest tornado there is. Here's the strange part. Nobody measures that number while it's happening. Engineers rate it afterward, based on how much damage got left behind. For comparison, a fast sprinter tops out around 15 miles an hour. A car on the highway does maybe 70. Even a motorcycle at full throttle might hit 100. Still not even halfway to what's spinning inside that funnel. Professional storm chasers get this close on purpose, with training and instruments. Our guy has none of that. He just really wanted the selfie. So the wind inside is terrifying. But here's the part almost nobody explains right. That 200-mile-an-hour wind is spinning in a circle. It's not how fast the whole tornado is charging at you. Most tornadoes actually creep forward around 10 to 30 miles an hour. Some are barely faster than a guy walking his dog. This one is not doing that. This one is speeding up. Quick fact, most tornado deaths aren't actually caused by the wind pressure itself. They're caused by flying and falling debris. Wind is the delivery method. Debris is the actual weapon. Our guy decides to go on foot first. Bold strategy. A fit adult sprinting flat out can hit about 15 miles an hour for roughly 10 seconds before the legs give up. Usain Bolt, at his absolute fastest, once hit almost 28 miles an hour for about 1 second. This guy is not Usain Bolt. The tornado does not get tired. The tornado does not skip leg day. The ground itself starts shaking before the tornado even arrives. Debris starts arriving before the wind does. A garden gnome, a plastic chair, somebody's entire roof still shaped like a roof. Wind gusts this strong don't just slow a person down. They can lift them clean off their feet. He dodges the roof. He does not dodge the mailbox. He checks his phone for a weather update. No signal. Somehow, that feels about right. On foot, against wind that strong, this was never a fair fight. At this point, running isn't a strategy anymore. It's just aerobic panic. Foot speed, officially not enough. Next attempt. A bicycle, borrowed from somebody's front yard. Sorry, whoever owns this bike. For about 4 seconds, he genuinely believes this might work. A strong rider can hit 20 miles an hour on flat ground. That's genuinely better than running. Better is not the same as enough. The tornado has been doing this whole creeping forward thing for miles. It has momentum. He has a bicycle with one working brake. A tornado gaining on a cyclist is not a fair race. It was never going to be a fair race. Crosswinds this strong can lift an entire bicycle off the pavement, rider very much included. He does not get airborne for long. Gravity remembers he exists. He lands. The bike lands somewhere else entirely. Somewhere, a very confused dog is now wearing his helmet. Bicycle speed, also officially not enough. Time for the real test. A car. On an open road, this genuinely works. Most cars cruise well above 60 miles an hour on the highway. That's faster than almost any tornado on record has ever traveled across the ground. If you spot a tornado early and the road ahead is clear, driving away is genuinely one of the smartest moves you can make. For about 90 seconds, our guy is winning. He turns on the radio. Somehow, it's playing a love song. He even starts planning what he's going to tell people at the barbecue this weekend. This confidence lasts exactly as long as confidence usually lasts in these videos. Not long. 90 seconds is exactly how long it takes for everyone else to have the same idea. The clear road is now a parking lot. A very panicked parking lot. Behind him, a tree comes down across both lanes. Ahead of him, a delivery truck is now lying on its side. He is boxed in. Front, back, both sides. A trampoline hits the windshield. Then a kiddie pool. Somewhere, a very confused family is missing their entire backyard. The sky itself turns a sick shade of green. Storm chasers call that color a very bad sign. Then the rain hits, and the hail. Visibility drops to almost nothing. He can't see the road, he can't see the tornado. He can, somehow, still see a stray traffic cone bouncing off his hood. Tornadoes are famous for one more nasty habit. They change direction without warning. A tornado drifting north can jog east in seconds. Storm chasers with decades of experience have been caught out by exactly this. This is the part in every tornado documentary where the narrator sounds nervous. Fair. One moment it's a mile behind him, the next it is somehow right beside the car. Wind this strong doesn't just rock a car. It can flip one end over end like a toy. It does exactly that. Dazed, crawling out of the wreck, he spots something up ahead. A highway overpass. Concrete. Solid. Definitely safe. Probably. It is not safe. This is actually one of the most dangerous places he could pick. The gap under an overpass squeezes the wind like a straw. It speeds up instead of slowing down. People have died believing this exact myth, so he does the smartest thing he's done this entire video. He turns around and leaves. Here's what actually works, and it has nothing to do with speed. Get inside the sturdiest building nearby, fast. A basement is the best option there is. No basement? Head for a small room in the very middle of the building. If the building has a dedicated storm shelter, even better. That's basically the gold standard. Stay away from windows. Get low. Cover your head and neck with anything solid you can find. Cars, mobile homes, tents, none of them count as real shelter. Not even close. The fewer walls between you and the outside, the worse your odds. An interior room keeps as much building as possible between you and the wind. The whole tornado passes in under 2 minutes. It felt like several career changes. So, could he have outrun an EF5 tornado? On foot? No. Not even close. On a bike? Also no. Sorry to whoever's bike that was. In a car? Only if he'd spotted it early, with a clear road ahead. Once it's close, driving stops being a plan and starts being a gamble. Distance is really the whole answer. Enough distance, you win. Not enough distance, nothing you're driving matters. The real answer was never about speed. It was always about shelter. He survives. His dignity does not. Neither does that bicycle, which was last seen 3 counties over, still ringing its bell. If you want to watch someone test the next impossible disaster, subscribe. He's already regretting it.